Hello everyone. Good evening to this event. My name is Harshwardhan Yadav and hope you are taking good care of yourself in this current situation. I'm a Alpha 2 Microsoft Learn student ambassador, and I'm a final year student from Vishwakarma College of Arts, Commerce and Science. And today's topic is gonna be about Microsoft Power Apps. Okay. So yeah, today's topic, the main event is that getting started with Microsoft Power Apps and introduction to the Microsoft Power Platform and creating customized application using Microsoft Power Apps. So what we can do, what we can explore, what we can build through Microsoft Power Apps, I'm going to clear everything theoretically and practically as well. Okay, so moving on to today's agenda. So first question must be arising in your mind is why do we need Power Apps, right? So I'm going to tell you that with a short and simple example. Then introduction to Microsoft Power Apps. I'll tell about why and what is Microsoft Power App in that section. Then further, what we need, what are the building blocks of Power Apps? How is a Power App built? So we are going to create it three Microsoft Power Apps building blocks. Then ways to build Power Apps. Yeah, so how we can build the Microsoft Power Apps, there are three ways. I'm going to clear one by one. Then further, the data sources. Yeah, the main thing about the Microsoft Power Apps is linking and connecting to data sources. Means if you enter something or enter data inside the Microsoft Power App, where the data is stored, where that data gets inserted, or where you can see or read the data from. So yeah, data sources are needed for Microsoft Power Apps. Further, the Power Platform. Microsoft Power Apps is a family member of Microsoft Power Platform, and there are three members more. So I'm going to introduce to you all of them. Then further, when you try to build a Microsoft Power App, when you understand why do we need a Power App, then there must be a question that where we can use it. So I'm gonna give an answer to it as well. Further, Microsoft Power App site and Microsoft Power Apps mobile. Microsoft Power App site is where we're gonna build Microsoft apps, the desktop side, the website in short, and Microsoft Power App Mobiles is an application which is being run on which has been run on our Android devices, which is available from App Store. So we're going to look at to it as well. And lastly, building an app. So let's get started about Microsoft Power Apps. So yeah, so the main question is why do we need a Power App, right? So an example I'm going to share with you is that suppose that you are a business person, right? And a business person has been knowing about how his company works, how he should be working to rise his company in the market, right? So here is a small story that imagine you are a manager of your company and you want to take your business to a next level, right? A simple, smart, happy guy who knows about his business and is happy with his current business flow, right? Then further, if he wants to take this business to the next generation, he has to update and upgrade according to how the market is currently going on. So what should he do? The main setback which he would be facing is there are a lot of problems that he must be feeling, or he must be held back by the manual processes and which are time consuming, right? So there are many processes which would be in his company's infrastructure, how his company's business flow is going on, and they must be a lot of manual and time consuming. He has to look upon it, right? So how he can find answer regarding this, right? He must be confused regarding these questions. So what can be a solution? Okay, so he might find some applications which can be similar to his business flows, right? So which can so he could find applications which could be similar to his business flows and which could minimize the team task of his company, right? So if he finds, then it's good enough that he could use the application and minimize the tasks which are time consuming and manually. But what if he doesn't? So he must look for a developer. He must hire a developer and give him how his business flows and create an application for me. But sometimes regarding if you're creating a customized application, there are lots of things that is to be considered while creating an application. And it might happen that your budget would be not much, that how much the developer is expecting to you, right? So what should he do right now, right? So At that situation, Microsoft Power Apps comes into picture. Here is where the Microsoft Power Apps comes into the picture. The Microsoft Power Apps enables a powerful new way to turn your business expertise into custom application. So I want to add this point, a main and a simple point from this market, which is currently going on, is that when you try to build an application or when you try to hire a software developer for an application, then he will build an desktop application or a website application which you have to use from the desktop, right? But now we are living in this current situation or in this current so fast going life that we don't use the desktop or the laptops much. We are literally connected to phones, Android phones right now. So we don't want to waste our time while typing the keywords and the keyboards and getting connected to laptop. We are more eagerly going to what we can use through our Android phones, right? So Microsoft Power Apps helps us to give a solution about it, and it helps us to build applications on phone. No, so it allows us to use the application on phone, which can help our company to control and to do the task which it is doing manually, right? So further moving on, introduction to Power Apps. Yeah. So Microsoft Power Apps is a self-paced online module which helps you to build apps from the ground up. With Power Apps, your team can quickly and easily create apps with the less amount of code. Yeah. So a team which does which knows about how your business is flowing on, which how knows how the tasks have been carried out in your company. So if it knows, then Microsoft Power Apps provides you a platform where you can build your own application, your own business application without typing single line of code. That's so amazing, right? Because if I would be a software, means I'm a software developer current now, but I would like to choose an application which can cost me a less amount of code, right? That's the logic about behind it, right? So this is a great platform where you can create your own application, a business application, without typing or writing a single line of code. Yeah. So further, the Power Apps comes up with a lot of services, a lot of applications in it, and the connectors which we would need, because the data which is stored for your company or the data which is needed for your company, which could be connected to the app directly, it performs connectors to it, and this platform provides you an opportunity to build custom business applications that connect to your business data that is stored either in the underlying platform or in various online and online premises data sources. That means the data sources can be a SharePoint, an Excel, or Office 365, Dynamics 365, or SQL, and so on. So basically, Power Apps provides you a platform to build your own apps. It provides connectors to connect your data wherever your data may be. Yeah, so it provides connectors for your app so that the connectors would connect your database or the data directly to your application. So that's it about introduction to Power Apps. Yes. Yeah. So further, apps that are built using Power Apps are really rich kind of apps, because if we hire a developer or if we hire a software engineer for developing an app, then it may cost us a lot of money, and we would feel that, yeah, we should have changed this UI or this interface regarding it. But Microsoft Power Apps, without writing a line of code, gives us a nice and good looking UI that it doesn't feel that it doesn't feel like you have done not a coding of in it, right? So Power Apps simplifies the custom business app building experience by enabling users to build feature rich apps without coding. So as we can know, as we see that on our Android phone, there are a lot of applications running right now. They are native applications which can run on any of the devices, right? Like Android or iOS, Apple users. But Power Apps also provides us the feature to build our application in a interactive, in a good looking manner, and it can run on both the platforms. So it provides us a good platform to build native applications as well without coding. Yeah, and with Power Apps, the power to transfer your business is in your hands, right? So it provides a great platform for us. Further, the main thing which is needed to build a Power App, the building blocks about Power Apps. So as we know that Power Apps is made up of services. It provides us a platform to create applications, and it's based on connectors as well to connect the data to application. So you can just not read the data, but you can update it every day to day if you want to. Then you can insert the data, then update it, and you can make changes as well. Yeah, so you can update the data on from any device which you want to. It's not needed that if you have an Excel sheet in your laptop and you have to go there, open your laptop and then just change the data from your Excel sheet by opening it. You can just operate from your phone itself. You can use that app, then just edit the data from the application, and the data could be get reflected into your Excel sheet directly. So this is a rich feature about it, right? So while you're creating an application, you can share this application into your partners as well. Just like example, if you have an application and you have a restaurant, just take an example, you have a restaurant, you are a manager of a restaurant, right? And now in this current corona situation, many of the people or the many of their staff couldn't come at your couldn't come a restaurant and can do their work at the regular shifts which are allotted to them. So while creating this application for this restaurant, what we can do is a manager would create an app, and and he will share this application with the staff, and the staff will tell the manager, or we can say enter the data for the manager that yeah, we are available in this shifts. We are able to come to the restaurant and do work in this current manner for the restaurant, right? So Power Apps helps us to do these applications as well, and it's really easy to build applications. So the main thing is the Power Apps official site and the GUI which looks about it. While making a Power App on this side, we can open our apps, we can create our applications, and then we can share our applications. So first is to visit the Microsoft website, and then the main which comes out of it is the main window. Then the Power App Studio. The Power App Studio is where you can edit your application. You can rearrange all the components and how the components must look on your app. So these things are being taken care of in your Power App Studio. And the admin center, the Power Apps admin center, is where you can know about how your application is doing, or how much the feedback the application is getting. Is it rich? Is it user? How the reviews have been? How the users are giving reviews about it. So in this admin center, you can get details about application, how it's been working in the world. Further, ways to build Power Apps. So there are 3 types of Power Apps we can build. First, we can build it through a template, means a module or a structure is given to us, and through the structure we can just edit it, and we can build an application through it. Just means they provide us a template, they provide us a structure, and we have to just edit from the structure and build the application. Further is from a data source, that is from a database or from a Excel sheet. We can build an Power App, and we're gonna do we're gonna build an application further from a data source, and I'll show you how to do it. And later on is the Canvas app, which means only screen is provided, and you have to you have to rearrange all the components. You have to take out all the components on your app how you want to, and you can just edit as you want to how your app must look. You can go for Canvas app and just enter what and how much or how your app should look and what your app must need. So with the help of Canvas app, you can create your customized application as well. So further, data sources. The main thing about Power Apps is the data sources, where the data should be connected, or which data you want to enter into. So these are the mainly used data sources. That is the SharePoint. SharePoint is a official site, a website where you can connect to your friends, your colleagues or members or the team and create official websites, create customized websites for a lot of organizations or for yourself. And it's a really great platform for working with the team to create a website. Okay. Later, we are talking about Microsoft Dynamics 365. It's about business applications. It provides us a good platform for business related applications, and it's great growing application as well. Later, the Microsoft SQL Server, it's regarding the databases. If you need to add, or if you like to work with databases and you want to connect your database to an application, then you must go with Microsoft SQL Server to create a database and just work with the application and the database to store or insert data or read data. And lastly, the Microsoft Excel is a simple and short. It's a simple and really helpful way to create a app using Microsoft Excel, and it also helps for an app. It also helps for in the fields where you have to work with the Microsoft Excel a lot of. So yeah, this is also an data source. Yeah, so a little theory about it. In Power Apps, most Canvas apps use external information that is stored in data sources. A common example is a table in an Excel file that is stored in OneDrive for business or SharePoint, right? And apps access these data sources. That I said that the apps which will access the data sources by using the connections. Some connections allow Power Apps to read, write, and store data. In Power Apps, you can add many data sources to your apps through built or in custom connectors. Some of the most popular data sources are shown above. Yeah. So further moving on, the Power Platform. Yeah. So as we know that Microsoft Power App is a family member of the Power Platform, and here's another member, that is Power Automate. Power Automate provides us automation to your business organization or a business flow. It provides us the automation. It's like if you guys or some of you guys are .NET developers, then you have to create a button and you have to write a code, some code behind it. When the button is clicked, the code must get the code must get executed. So simply an example about Power Automate is that it provides automation to your business application, and through Power Automate you can automate and create logic that performs on one or more tasks when the event occurs in Canvas app, right? So for an example, configure a button to execute a flow to do one of the following. Create an item in a SharePoint list, send an email or meeting request, or add a file to OneDrive. Yeah, means creating a button and writing a code behind it, and then when you click the button, when the event occurs, then a task can get performed. So this provides automation to your task. So it will help you to get automated rather than working manually. So yeah, this is about Power Automate, and this how it looks. Yeah, this is the logo about Power Automate. Further on, moving on to the next member of Power Platform is that Power BI. This helps us to arrange the data into graphical format. Yeah, means you have a lot of enormous data and you have to get a graphical view about it to understand the real picture about what is the market going on, or if you are a manager of a company and you have produced a lot of products, and then you have to summarize that which products are getting more heat and which products I have to work on so that the market can accept these products on a great extent as well. So Power BI provides us the platform to visualize the data into graphical format. Yeah, so Power BI is an analytical tool with the Power Platform suite, and the Power BI connects data from multiple sources and transforms the data into graphical visualization to gain insights. Yeah, just a second. Okay. Yeah, so this is about Power BI. The one more thing about Power BI is that it can read data from databases as well. So it provides a great great opportunity for applications which are built for database sources, and for the application which needs to be working on databases. So it has Power BI has the ability to visualize the data into graphic or the table forms. And with the help of Power Apps, it has the capabilities to include simple graphs or tables. Many solutions would be better served with the visualization provided by Power BI. Okay, so now when you create an application where you can use it, so there are number of fields or number of applications where can you implement your application. So Power Apps are more useful for business platform where employees payroll system can be handled or the team management can be maintained while working on project. Like means if a team of four are working on a project, then every person in the team has been given a task. So with the help of Power App and sharing the application into the four members, then he can update that, yeah, I worked on it today. This section I have completed the project on this section today. So this will help a good flow about how the team is working on the project and to get a detailed information about how the team is progressing to complete the project. So Power Apps helps us in this section as well. Further, in a restaurant management, just I said that where the employees can get notification of their staffs, or can they can tell the manager about being available at whichever slot they are available in this current situation of the corona. Yeah. Further, it can involve teams, field workers, your management team, and even your customers. Performance reviews, and form filling application. Just imagine that there is a dance competition going on, right? And there are the contestants are performing, and the judges which have to give votes or which have to give grades to the people. So with the help of Power Apps, they can store the grades of every contestant, and with the help of they can sort and select the winner of that contest, and they can highlight it the data who has scored a lot of points, and with the help of this app into that field, which will minimize the work. Okay, and later on there are various multiple, or we can say further futuristic processes that can be carried out using Microsoft Power Apps are processes involving workflow, automation, data visualization, and reporting collaboration, and many more. So in these fields where the Microsoft Power Apps can be used. Yeah. Okay. So further, the Power Apps site and the Power Apps mobile. So this is how the Microsoft Power Apps looks. This is the official desktop application where the website application, and this is how it looks in the App Store or the application in the phone, which you can install from the App Store. Yeah. So we're gonna working on. I'm gonna show you this platform and create an application with the help of website application, and then we will run this application in the Android device. So moving on further, let's build our first Microsoft Power App. Okay. Yeah, let's go. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna visit. Yeah. So yeah, so this is how the Power Apps website application looks like. So you can create an application using Excel. You can just store your Excel sheet on the OneDrive, and then connect your Excel sheet to the application and work according to it. Or rather, you can create the Canvas app, as I said to you. If you can't see, then I just maximize the screen. This is the Canvas app. A blank screen comes out to your screen window, and you can customize your application. You can add tables to it. You can add text boxes, labels to it. And about templates is that you get a customized. You get a simple template about it, and where you can edit the template and create the application according to your purpose. Yeah. So we would be working on um, Excel. That is, we could be working on the data source by using connecting it to the Excel and working on the phone layout one. Okay, so first of all, this is how it looks. This is how the website application looks. First of all, we have to create an Excel sheet. So many of the users who may be using the Excel must be pretty sure that how Excel works and how we can insert data on it. So first of all, I'll just create an Excel sheet. Yeah. Yeah. So this is an Excel. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a maintenance app, a building maintenance app. If you know that if the people which are attending this session, they must be knowing that if they are living in the building or the flat section, I mean, so they have to pay some maintenance to the secretary of that building. It may be 1,000 rupees or 1,500 or 500, and to that rupees, what they do is they clean up the building, or they just pay the electricity bills, about electricity bills used for the building, and carry out many more tasks which are used for the building. So I'm going to create a maintenance app which could store the data into this Excel sheet, and which we can operate the application from our Android device. So let's create table first. So first of all, first is going to be the flat number. Yeah. Then the flat owner, that is his name, who must be living there, who would be living over there, right? Flat owner. Then it's his phone number. Then further it says if he has some due or he hasn't paid the maintenance app, then he should just a second. Yeah, due amount, how much he is left to pay the maintenance, and the default maintenance, how much he should pay every month. Yeah, so pretty cool. I just arrange it so it could be a good looking manner. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this is how I have just created fields into it. I just create a table now, and I'll tell you that why do we need a table. So first, go to insert, then create a table, and it will ask you that do you need table headers. So click your own table headers, otherwise it will create uh, his specified table headers for you. Create this, so you can see that I've got the table headers as per my choice. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to name this table. I'm going to name this as maintenance. I'm going to save it, and I'll save this file, save this Excel file on Drive. Maintenance app. Okay, I'm saving this folder more specifically. Okay, so this Excel sheet has been saved into my OneDrive application, and why did I save it into OneDrive is I'm going to show you that because we are going to create the application by connecting to OneDrive and then connecting to it to an Excel sheet. Okay, so I've just click on I want a phone layout, and I have to connect it to a OneDrive application. Okay, it's taking that time. Oh, sorry. I guess it's not refreshed. Oh my God. Just a second, guys. So as you know that we have connected our application to OneDrive, so we have to connect this application to OneDrive and then access our Excel sheet. So it is not showing me right now. It always provides a technical error. Just a second. It's open, that's why it's not copying. Okay, let's give it another try. Yeah, it's taking time. Okay. Yeah, you can see it. This is the Excel application which we want to work on, and we want to store the data on this Excel application. So yeah, you can see that I had created a table which has name maintenance and an Excel sheet that is named as maintenance app, and I'm going to connect my application to the maintenance app Excel sheet, and I'm gonna insert data or retrieve data from the maintenance table. So pretty cool. Just a second. Oh. Yeah, so it's connecting now. What Microsoft Power App is going to do is that it will create an phone layout for me, and it will create a sample application for the fields I want to alter. I want to insert data for it. So it's building an application for me regarding how I give him the Excel sheet, the table which I provided it. So it's building an application for me. So you can see that if I'm a software developer and I have to build an application which could take means if I'm a Java developer and I want to create an application or platform which could provide me this type of framework, so I could take I guess 1,010,000 lines of code to create this like of platform. But with the help of Microsoft Power Apps, it's so easy to create an application like this. You can see it. So first of all, I'll show you the application, how it works. So you can see that if you want to refresh the data, which you want, you have to refresh the data. Then you just click over here. If you want to sort the data, then this button is there. And if you want to enter the data or add the data, then the table, you can see the table headers which I have mentioned. These are provided as the label names and the text boxes which I want to add into it. Okay, so this is how the application looks like. So here on, just I'll maximize this so you would see. So this is a tree view where we can access our application and access every component on it. Okay, so if I click on browse gallery, then it will create then it will select this application's main screen. And if I move further into it, then there are a lot of sections which have been built and which we can enter into it. Yeah, so this is all how it looks accordingly. So this is the main screen of the application. Then the next screen is the detail screen about it. The details when we provide or when we add into, then this is how the details will look like. This is how the data will look like. Okay, and the edit form or the edit screen is where we can enter data into the Excel sheet. Okay, so I'll just enter a data into it and show you how it looks like. Okay, so let's enter data into it. So it will provide me this this screen. So it's not looking correctly, right? Means if I would have been a developer, then I would firstly go for the flat number, then the flat owner, then the phone number, then the default maintenance and the due amount. So I'll just edit it. Just a second, guys. So I just edit the fields and I want my flat number at the first position, right? So I'll just drag and drop to it. Yeah, so the flat number is on the top. Then I want flat owner. Then I want the phone number. Then the due amount of the default maintenance. Okay, I'll take about due amount firstly. So okay, so I just edited it and just I have edited the screen and look how it looks now. The flat number, the flat owner, phone number, due amount, and default maintenance. So this looks like a great structure that how data should be inserted with a very good view. And the user who is going to use this app also doesn't feel any problem regarding entering the data or reading the data from it. So let's enter that flat number 1. Doesn't matter. Flat owner. Let's say Naman is the flat owner. I'll take my friends. That is, I'll take phone number for him. 959511661146. He has due amount something about 1500, and the default maintenance I'll provide a little bit less. So 500 must be the default maintenance he must pay to me as a secretariat, so that I could carry out a task for the buildings, for cleaning up the building or paying the light bill of the building, how we taking care about the building, right? So I have entered all the data as you can see, and then I'll just click on this submit item. So it will submit the data. Yeah, so as you can see, it has entered the data, but the details which you can look over here, it's not the details which you want. So we can edit that as well. So you can see that, just a second, I'll show you about how to work with this as well. So yeah, the fields and which field you want to work with. I'll just minimize this thing. So yeah, just a second. So now I want these things to be so yeah, so first of all, is giving me the default maintenance, that is 500 rupees, but I want on the first section, that is the flat number. Okay, so I'll just click on flat number. So you can see that it's giving me number one that I have entered, that flat number. Okay, then further on I want its name, that must be Naman. So the flat owner, yeah, Naman is there. And lastly, I want to display is due amount, how much he has been, how much is left to pay. So this is how the Microsoft Power App looks like. So now I have entered the data. Now if we go and look into Excel sheet, the data would be inserted over there and would be displayed over there. So let's go and check out where it is. So yeah, you can see it that the flat number, Naman, and its phone number, its details have been inserted. So with the help of this Microsoft Power Apps, and this platform provides us a rich and good quality if you're working with Microsoft Excel. We don't have to open Microsoft Excel and then enter the data into it and then working on it. Yeah, so with the help of this UI, you can just enter the data into the application and it gets directly inserted into your Excel sheet. So this is how the rich feature about Microsoft Power Apps. Yeah. So if I want to enter more data, I can just create one more. I can just enter one more data as well. So just click on this flat number 2. Harsh, that's my name. Phone number, let it be anything, 10 digit. Due amount, no, I don't. I pay. I'm a very genuine guy, you know. Okay. Yeah. So I have entered another data as well. Yeah, so you can see that I don't have any due amount, but yeah, I'm living at the flat number 2, flat number 2, and my name is Harsh. So you can see it didn't refresh. Just a second, it will refresh. It takes time, a bit of time. So if I open it again, okay, it's an error. Just a second, guys. Okay. Yeah. If I click refresh on it, if I open the maintenance app, it hasn't entered, but it does enter. It takes time a bit. So as you can see that with the help of the Microsoft Power Apps, we can enter data and reshuffle the data as well. So as you can see that it has sorted. I just click on this button and it just sorted on the flat number. So Naman has the flat number 1. So he has been on the top of the list, and I'm coming at the second, as usual. So further now, what I will do is that I will just add a last component to it, and then we'll conclude this session. What can I do is I will add a button to it, and I will tell Naman that yeah, you are pending with this money, and please pay this at the month of this, or I'll just add a button and just text him that you have to pay this amount of money. So with the help of Power App, you can text him or you can email as well. So how it can be done, I'll show you. Okay, yeah, I just have to preview it first. Yeah, so this is the details about Naman, the default maintenance due amount, flat number, flat owner, and the phone number. You can just I showed you that with the help of reshuffling the field's name, you can reshuffle these things and order in which manner you want to it. Okay, so what can I do is I can add a button to it, and I will text Naman that yeah, you have to pay this amount. So what we have to just go into section of insert, then input a button. Yeah, so this is a button, simple type of a button. And now, as you know that for every component we have to write some amount of code that I have, but as I said, that Power App doesn't need a line of code. But if you want to automate this Power App, then you have to write a little bit a little bit line of code. So further, further check on that the button function is the on select. When button gets clicked, then what code it must perform, then you should write that code into this section. So I want text him, right? So there is a function named launch. You can see the launch. Yeah, launch. Then I want to type into the address that I want to send him an SMS. And just a second. Yeah, then I'm going to provide it that yeah, his phone number has been provided into this section, that is in this type of, or in this component, that is the text box. So just I have to click on the card and the phone number. Okay, so his phone number has been saved into this data card value. As you can see, I have selected this component and it's showing us data card value 5, right? So when I click on this button, then I have to click and type here data card value. Just a second. Yeah, data card value 5. Okay, it could have shown me up till now, but it isn't. Just a second. Going to rearrange my mouse. Just a second, guys. Yeah. Card. Okay. And my body section. Just a second, guys. Yeah. And then I have to type in that yeah, your maintenance is this much you must pay. Your maintenance is, and then where I have stored his maintenance is this 500 rupees is the data card value 1. Yeah, when I select this appears. So I'm getting to know that yeah, I have to insert this component. Card value 1. It's still showing me an error, but it could have. Okay, sorry. Received expected error. Just a second. Okay. Semester and data card value 1, the body, and then the maintenance is yeah, it's perfect. Then still showing an error to me. Okay. It is. Yeah, it must be that only. Sorry. Oh, but this error is still coming about it. But yeah, okay, we'll just take a look about it. What happens then? It's still showing an error. There's something is wrong about it. What's it showing with this? Yeah, now it's perfect. Okay, now it has selected, and yeah, I guess this one is not there. So yeah, it has selected, and now the function and now the line is correct. I just got confused with the commas, but now it's perfect. So when I'll click this button, it will redirect me to the messaging box, and I'll send this message directly to Naman. So okay, so when I launch this app, so what I'll do is now I'll save this app and open it into my mobile or Android device, so we can get a good view regarding this application. So after creating an application, you can give an icon to application as per this list. So I'll search for a simple type of icon. Okay, yeah, this is cool. I'll give it a name as the maintenance app. Okay, and I'll save it. Just a second. Maintenance application. Yeah, so I'll save it. So it will tell me to publish this application. Saving it. So yeah, it has saved it. It hasn't tell me that it should publish this application, but yeah, I'm gonna check this out. So application has been come to my application. It's running.